Ever since the Saiyan invasion on Earth, Gohan has been the topic of much discussion in Dragon Ball when it comes to the potential of the Saiyans and Saiyan-human hybrids in particular. In the Cell Saga, we assumed his potential had peaked as he achieved Super Saiyan 2 in a fit of rage and ultimately went on to defeat Cell, which is something Vegeta nor his father Goku could do, so this would put him past Goku at this point. Unfortunately, in the 7 years that passed between the Cell games and the arrival of Majin Buu, Gohan had slacked off on his training quite a bit, to the point where Vegeta scoffed at how laughable he had become after being the strongest at one point in time. Gohan eventually went on to get his potential unlocked one final time, and this is when his true power was finally revealed. But what became of all of this might in his later years as a father, and eventually with him passing? 100 years after the end of GT has brought us to this tournament taking place in Otherworld that consists of many familiar faces, both friend and foe. This is Dragon Ball Legendary, and when we last left off, due to extreme means by Vegeta, Goku has gotten his physical body back and is participating in this tournament against Vegeta as they both square off in their Super Saiyan 4 forms. The beginning of the fight looks pretty even, and Vegeta even brought out some new tricks we'd never seen him use before, but because Goku was still fused with Shenron, he lacked his full power, and this brings us here today. If you guys want to check out this story for yourselves, check out the link in the description below, and don't forget to turn on notifications to never miss an upload, and follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with all Dragon Ball related content. But without further ado,
I got swords on my back, tell my right ninjas with me, niggas throwing stars at these bitches. Eating ramen noodles in the hood with my niggas.
As Goku looks to regain his full power, the deceased Z fighters all stand in awe as the eternal dragon Shenron floats over the arena. Shenron demands to know why Goku has summoned him all of a sudden in such a peculiar situation. The villains, who had been on the sidelines the whole time spectating the fight, take notice of the darkness overhead and then the dragon, and this is when Cell proclaims that the Dragon Balls seem to be here, which catches the attention of another being who's been lurking in the shadows this whole time. To the shock of Sin, Shenron, and Cell, Super 17 steps out onto the spectators arena. Cell immediately shows his anger at not knowing about this other android Dr. Zero must have created, as he says that he cannot tolerate him surpassing his power. However, when Sin Shenron addresses him by the name Super 17, Cell can't even believe how this is possible. 17 says that he hasn't forgotten the humiliation that he felt when Cell absorbed him, and he plans on exacting that revenge, but first, he demands to know exactly what those orbs in the center of the arena are. The dragon asks Goku once more why he has summoned him, and Goku says that he's decided that he's ready to separate souls because he wishes to regain his full power again. Shenron asks Goku if he remembers the consequences of this, to which Goku remembers all too well, but at this point in time, he's more than confident that he and his friends and family will be able to save the universe one last time. He says that he knows his decision is selfish, but Shenron chooses to accept it anyway. However, the only condition is that instead of Goku, a Kaioshin must request this wish in his place. Luckily, this condition isn't really too much of a problem since Goku knows Kibito Kai and the old Kai, but Vegeta, beginning to get impatient, demands to know why Goku is stalling the fight, saying that he won't even wait another minute. Goku just smirks, and then he apologizes to Vegeta, saying that he has to go somewhere really fast, and within a flash, he instant transmissions and reappears with the Supreme Kai. Across the arena, Super 17 has gotten the information he demanded from Cell and Sin Shenron, but above, Bardock has been eavesdropping as he shows clear suspicion of Super 17 and why he seems to want to know the weakness of Saiyans all of a sudden. Cell asks if 17 is planning on taking the wish for himself and asking for resurrection, but 17 says that this will all come in due time, but first he wants to eliminate Goku and Vegeta permanently. Still not having asked for Goku's wish, Kibito states that he really doesn't think that this is the right choice, as Goku merging with Shenron and sealing the evil within the Dragon Balls has brought about peace for ages. Shenron asks one final time for wishes to be stated or else he'll take his leave, as Goku pleads with Kibito Kai for his help just this one time, and he reluctantly agrees. 17 begins to make his move, however, as he says that no other Saiyan will ever humiliate him again, as Kibito begins to state Goku's wish, but all of a sudden, Vegeta yells to Goku to watch out. Goku diverts his attention for just a moment, and this is when Super 17 comes in and delivers an elbow to the gut, shocking everyone watching. As he kicks Goku away, Vegeta demands to know what the heck this is all about, but out of nowhere, Shenron intervenes as well, striking Vegeta. With both Goku and Vegeta knocked out temporarily, Kibito Kai is the only one standing between 17 and Shenron now, as he tells the villains that they'll certainly be sent back to the underworld for breaking the rules. Unfortunately, however, 17 has no patience for the Kai, as he blasts him away in one swift move. Piccolo and Gohan seem to have figured out that it looks like 17's target is Shenron, and this is when he tells Shenron that he will be the one to ask for the wishes. Shockingly, his first wish is for all of the Saiyans' tails to disappear forever. The Shadow Dragon smirks as Vegeta says that if they lose their tails, then that means they not only lose the power of Super Saiyan 4, but for a short period of time they also lose their potential as well. Before they can step in to stop 17, however, Shenron cuts them off as he attempts to distract them. All of a sudden, a knee knocks the Shadow Dragon back, to the shock of everyone as we see Gohan enter the fight, saying that this time he refuses to stay on the sidelines. He approaches Super 17, telling him he won't let him get away with this, and this is when the battle begins. Gohan actually seems to have a slight upper hand as he lands some solid attacks on the android and eventually sends him flying into the ground. Cell, who has been watching this whole ordeal take place, seems to have his own plan in mind, as he calls 17 an idiot for attempting this, as he'll be the one to finally defeat those Saiyans, and the best part is that 17 is actually going to play right into his plan, and thanks to Dr. Gero, his body can become even more perfect. A Ki Blast is sent directly at Gohan and explodes on contact as Shenron is doing what he can to allow 17 to make his wish, but this is when Goku opts for he and Vegeta to fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta one last time, to defeat all of their enemies once and for all. Obviously, Vegeta has vowed to never fuse with Goku again as the two argue, but Shenron never planned on letting the two of them do that again anyway, as he blasts them with an attack. But as all of this was taking place, Shenron was in the process of granting 17's wish, as she said that he had to summon a lot of energy for such a request, but the deed is done now. And in a flash and a puff of smoke, both Vegeta and Goku return to their Super Saiyan forms, with Goku stating that they've lost so much power he can't even maintain his Super Saiyan 3 form. This seemed to be the plan all along, as Shenron laughs at Goku for being so stupid as to summon Shenron here himself for them. This is when Gohan swiftly returns to the battlefield across from the Shadow Dragon, looking more serious and a lot more confident than before, as he says that since they last met, he is committed to his training in order to surpass his father, so even the strongest Shadow Dragon stands no chance against him, and with speed too fast for the dragon to follow, Gohan charges him with a kick. Knocking Shenron back, Gohan soars into the air as we see his energy start to swirl, and in the palm of his hands, a Super Kamehameha begins to form. With Goku and Vegeta no longer having access to the Super Saiyan 4 form, and it seems like they may not be too much help in this fight at all like this, things are looking worse than ever for our heroes. However, Gohan seems to have been preparing for the past 100 years for a situation like this, as he states that he's been working non-stop to surpass his father, so just what is he capable of at this point? Having his potential unlocked by the older Kai at one point made him the absolute strongest, but Gohan already knows about the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, so just how was he able to surpass this without a tail? And also, what does Cell mean when he says that we'll see if Gohan's power will surpass his, as he raises his tail looking to absorb something? That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much for watching until the end. As always, I really appreciate it. I know you guys have been asking for longer videos a lot lately, so I tried to make this one a little bit longer. It is still one chapter just like the previous video was, but you know, I kind of went into a lot more detail and I included every single panel that the chapter had to offer, so hopefully that made this video a little bit longer. We'll see how it turns out. But anyways, down in the comment section below, let me know how you guys enjoyed this video, and also what do you think of Gohan right now, and what exactly do you feel like is up his sleeve? I don't know if he has another transformation. I know this fan manga isn't exactly new and some of you may have already read it, but try not to spoil it for everybody else that hasn't seen it already, because I'm probably gonna end up doing this one consistently over the next week or so, so hopefully we'll finish it soon. But anyways, if you guys haven't already, be sure to click the notification bell down below to never miss an upload, and also be sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with all Dragon Ball related content. And I know I say this a lot, but it honestly is the best way to stay in contact with me, guys. But anyways, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.